KJ, a global channel. The Political System and Me. Series 3. Institutions, Power, Rights, and Accountability. E16, My Taxes and Public Money. Who pays, who benefits? I used to think taxes were just numbers. A deduction on a payslip. A fee added to a purchase.
A form you try not to misunderstand.
A fine you fear because you cannot afford mistakes. I thought taxes were something for accountants and government offices. Technical.
Boring. Distant.
But then I learned what every nation eventually teaches its people, either gently through transparency or brutally through corruption. Taxes are not only money. Taxes are a moral contract. And that is why public money is one of the most revealing mirrors of a political system. Because when you follow public money, you discover the true architecture of power. This subject reaches daily life before most people have language for it. Follow one unit of public money through revenue, budget, procurement, contract, service, audit, and public reporting. You learn whether the state is a servant or a predator, whether government exists to protect citizens or to harvest them, whether leaders are stewards or owners, whether budgets are plans for the people or pipelines for corruption. This episode is about public money, taxes, and the simplest question with the deepest consequences. Who pays? And who truly benefits? If institutions are the immune system of governance, public money is the bloodstream. When public money flows honestly, society lives. When public money is stolen, society weakens, quietly at first, then visibly, then catastrophically. Corruption in public money is not an abstract crime. It is a stolen ambulance, a collapsed bridge, a school with no books, a clinic without oxygen, a road that never reaches the village, a disaster response that arrives too late, a future that was paid for but never delivered. The system reveal is revenue, budget, procurement, and audit. Public money is the nation's shared bloodstream. Taxes are the price of civilization when trust exists. In plain language, the hidden mechanism is revenue, then budget, then procurement, then audit. Two questions define fairness. Who pays?
And who benefits?
Taxes are the price of living together. They are the shared investment citizens make so that society can function.
Roads.
Schools, hospitals,
Security. Courts.
water systems, disaster response, public administration, environmental protection, and care for the vulnerable. In a healthy system, taxes are not primarily feared. They are understood. A citizen can say, I contribute to our nation's functioning. I can see where the money goes. I can question misuse. I can expect service. And I can demand accountability. But in an unjust system, taxes become humiliation. The poor may pay more in practice because they cannot avoid taxes, cannot hire lawyers, cannot hide money, and cannot negotiate exemptions. Ordinary people may be punished for small errors while powerful people evade massive obligations. Public money may be collected in the name of the people, but spent for the comfort of power. So the first test is fairness. Who carries the burden? Are the poor carrying more than the powerful? Are workers and small businesses treated more harshly than connected elites? Are consumption taxes hurting ordinary families while privileged networks escape scrutiny? The second test is transparency. Do citizens know where money goes? Are budgets published in language ordinary people can understand? Are procurement decisions open? Are contracts visible? Are audits independent? Are findings corrected? The third test is benefit. Does public money become public service? Or does it disappear into private pockets, political loyalty, inflated contracts, ghost projects, and hidden ownership? Dictatorship treats public money as the ruler's reservoir. Budgets may exist, but they are shaped by power, not by public priorities. Spending follows control. Contracts reward loyalty. Audits become theater. Citizens pay but cannot see. Citizens suffer but cannot question. Fragile democracy often begins by opening budgets to scrutiny. But reform becomes contested. Old networks resist visibility. Procurement reforms threaten those who profited from darkness. Audits expose more than technical errors. They expose the moral condition of the state. Federal democracy changes public finance because it redistributes fiscal power. Instead of one central vault controlling everything, responsibilities and oversight are shared across levels. Local government must answer for local services. Regional government must account for regional responsibilities. National government must justify national priorities. And citizens gain more than one place to ask. Where did the money go? Budgets closer to the people, transparent and audited, resist capture better than distant budgets hidden behind inaccessible authority. But federal finance must also be designed carefully. Without clear authority, equalization, audit, and dispute resolution, money can become another battlefield of power. To understand taxes and public money, follow the public money chain. Revenue, budget, procurement, contract, service or outcome, audit, public report and correction. Each arrow asks a different accountability question. Who authorized the revenue? Who decided the budget? Who designed the procurement?
Who received the contract?
What service or outcome was delivered? Who audited it? What was reported to the public? And what correction followed? A broken public service may begin far upstream. The visible harm may be a clinic without medicine, a school without books, or a road that collapses in the rain. But the real failure may begin in an unfair tax rule, an unrealistic budget, a hidden procurement notice, a captured contract, weak inspection, a buried audit, or a report that no one is allowed to challenge. The chain prevents us from reducing public money failure to one personality. It identifies the point where law, capacity, evidence, oversight, or enforcement stopped working. When citizens and professionals can locate that break, criticism becomes more accurate and reform becomes more practical. For this episode, the principal mechanism is revenue, budget, procurement, and audit. The production graphic must make every link readable on a phone screen and must label country-specific or proposed arrangements honestly. Under dictatorship, taxes and public money are shaped primarily by concentrated command. Information is restricted. Institutions answer upward. Challenge may carry personal risk. Public money may be collected from the people, but used to protect the rulers. The budget becomes a tool of control, not a contract of service. In a fragile democracy, formal rules may exist while patronage, unequal capacity, corruption, politicization, or weak enforcement makes protection inconsistent. Budgets may be published, but difficult to understand. Procurement may be open, but insiders may still dominate. Audits may expose problems, but sanctions may be weak. Citizens may know something is wrong, but still lack a safe route to correction. In a functioning federal democracy, authority is constitutionally distributed, common rights remain enforceable, and more than one institution can question, review, or correct harmful power. Public finance is not protected by honesty alone. It is protected by records, competition, audit, legislative oversight, public reporting, investigation, and lawful sanction. The label alone proves nothing. Actual performance must be tested. The viewer should compare who decides, how authority was obtained, whether records are public, whether affected people participate, and whether public reporting, investigation, and lawful sanction are available in practice. A democratic answer to taxes and public money must be designed, funded, staffed, reviewed, and corrected. The minimum guardrails are 1. Published budgets and understandable accounts. 2. Open and competitive procurement. 3. Conflict of interest and beneficial ownership controls. 4. Independent audit and legislative oversight. 5. Public reporting, investigation, and lawful sanction. These safeguards work as a system. A published rule without an independent reviewer can become theater. Oversight without records cannot see. Participation without safety can expose people. And a remedy without enforcement does not repair the harm. Global relevance. The institutional test for taxes and public money applies across political labels. Who decides? What limits power? What information is public? Who participates? And whether a real correction or remedy exists. Myanmar relevance. Use ordinary lived experience only where it clarifies the mechanism. Avoid turning Myanmar into dramatic background or implying that one national experience fits every society. Here is the civic practice for this episode. See and ask. Answer the citizen's question. Why pay taxes if nothing improves? And what would change your answer? Verify. Examine one budget line, procurement notice, contract, audit report, and service output where available. ACT. Follow one public money item as far as reliable records allow. Record every unavailable link, every unexplained decision, every missing record, every unclear responsibility, and every point where public money becomes invisible. Review. Record whether you can name the responsible institution, evidence, safeguard, or remedy, and one safe next step. Where public action is unsafe, complete the exercise privately and preserve no identifying information that could expose another person. If you want to know what kind of political system you live under, follow public money. Is it visible or hidden? Is it audited or protected from scrutiny? Is it used for people or used for control? Is it distributed fairly or captured by elites? Is theft punished or rewarded? Are citizens treated as partners or as prey? Taxes are not just payments. They are a national relationship. And that relationship is either rooted in trust or poisoned by exploitation. Because a system that truly serves the people has nothing to hide. The principle to carry forward is this: public money is the nation's shared bloodstream. Taxes are the price of civilization when trust exists. Ask yourself, what part of taxation and public money have I treated as normal even though it should be visible, answerable, and correctable? Public money is public trust. In the next episode, we continue with my public services. What government owes daily life. Continue the playlist, use the worksheet, and keep the practice safe, truthful, and disciplined. The system shapes our lives. Our participation shapes the system.
Subscribe.
Learn. Participate. Shape the future. KJA, knowledge justifies authority.